South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on last year's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will kick it off together. Away. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position. When you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Terrapins want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Tyree. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Pressure coming, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Takes the easy one to the back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Hands it off. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Notre Dame now facing third and inches. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down coming after the incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Tyree. Right on target this time. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Can't find behind his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grab behind the line. It's Wade. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Gossett. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. The play-action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Leaves it with the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He'll set up to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Tyree. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Running to Green. There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Tyree. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and and nobody's close. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wade. Turning it on. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking left. Zips it out to his man. Busts through behind his pad. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. Even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 30. Brings up.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle at the 47-yard line.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem...
And they will score! Touchdown, Irish! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Tyree. Here comes the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced...
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Terrapins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down coming up.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Maryland, 10.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Loss of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's the handoff.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Dead center perfect, and that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many...
And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The field goal is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
38, Maryland, 10.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second down.
So now it's second and long. Unloads quickly. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got a break. Get hats.
Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Jones to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he drops the throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 17. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Takes the grab. It's Johnson.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.